basically, as we've just been saying, this entire story rests on the dynamic between the two of you. This is not new information. We have to believe that you're going to go to all lengths to save your daughter. We have to believe that you were more than worth saving and also completely overcome by evil momentarily. So can you talk about working together and creating that dynamic? Because it worked.
For me, it was the best part of the movie. I mean, I think, I think we really like each other, for one. And I think kind of my job was to have Natasha trust me, because a lot of it is because she's young and this is her really first big role, and we asked a tremendous amount from her. So I think more than anything for me it was about being there for her, and she went with that, thank God. And then Ole let us do our thing. He saw very early on that we had a really great special kind of a bond and relationship, and allowed that to kind of play out in front of the camera and let us do stuff that wasn't even scripted. And in some cases that made the movie. And I think those are the scenes that really kind of sell what you stated at the beginning of that question.
You also have to obviously tap into a lot of fear for this, which even as an audience member, it's a strange thing to enjoy. So I have to think it's even more odd for you as actors. Do you have to, you coined this phrase, which was "don't mock the box."
Don't mock the
Don't
box.
mock the box.
Yeah.
So do you have to kind of believe in this reality a little bit?
Well, I mean, it's based on a true story, and then we were able to, see exactly what I'm sure you saw before you saw the movie or prepared for this interview, was to go online and read the original article and see what the eBay transaction and what has happened, and that stuff is scary. I'm not a big believer in any of this, but I'm also not a big believer because it's never happened to me, and I'm not going to tempt fate. They had asked Natasha and I and the rest of the cast, when we were getting ready for pre-production, if we'd be interested in having this box come and make an appearance, the real box.
No, thanks.
Yeah, was your answer immediately? Thank you, no.
Yeah, it's thanks but no thanks.
No, we'll act that part.
Yeah, exactly.
But weird things did happen, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
What were some of those things? What happened?
Well, just really weird, unexplainable stuff, like light bulbs exploding. And we were in a closed studio, so no doors, no air conditioning, nothing. And then all of a sudden, a cold gust of air would move through, and we'd be like, just stuff that is unexplainable and not right. And then there was also all of the props were in a warehouse, and about a few days after shooting, they all burnt down into ashes, and I think the Vancouver police got onto it, and they don't know what's happened.
It wasn't arson, it wasn't an electrical fire, It started from within, and that's all I'll say about it.
Yeah, that's the moment that the house says, "Get out," and I pack my bags.
Yeah, that's right.
For horror fans, what do you think the one most terrifying element of this film is?
For me personally, and I'm gonna talk to the older audience members. I think what's scary is that it's a throwback film, for one. The movies that I think people of my generation grew up with, that really scared the living daylights out of us, and also a parent's concern for their child, something going wrong that's unexplainable. I can't think of anything more terrifying. Yeah. And now I'm going to let you talk to all the other people.
All the other people. Well, I think really it's the fear of the unknown. That's what scares me, and really not knowing what you're getting into. And Emily, she bought this box because she was connected with it, eerie feeling, but she bought it and she became obsessed with it, and she didn't know what she was getting herself into, and she didn't know that a malicious demon lived inside. So, it's her journey to keep this thing contained, but it's slowly devouring her. So I think it's really going to scare everybody, because they really can connect with the characters at the beginning of the film and relate to them and really feel for them. And then when everything starts happening, they'll be really scared.